The lock and key introduction, from safeguarding ancient treasures to protecting your front door today. One simple invention has underpinned human security for millennia. It's a mechanism we often take for granted, yet its evolution mirrors our very need for privacy and protection. Welcome to History and Inventions, where we explore the innovations that shaped our world. Today, we're unlocking the fascinating story of the lock and key, how this ingenious duo emerged from ancient origins, securing civilizations one tumbler at a time, and fundamentally shaping our concept of personal and collective security. Chapter 1. The primitive need. Early security measures. Prehistory to ancient times before the lock and key. Security was rudimentary. Early humans used heavy stones, thick branches, or tightly woven ropes to secure their dwellings or store food, relying on brute force to deter intruders. But as societies grew, so did the concept of ownership and the need to protect valuable possessions. The earliest forms of physical security were often elaborate knots or simple bars across doors. The true concept of a unique, mechanical security device emerged from the great ancient civilizations. The earliest known examples of mechanical locks come from ancient Egypt and Babylon, dating back approximately 4,000 years ago. Chapter 2. The Egyptian pin tumbler, an ancient breakthrough around 2000 BCE. The most significant early invention in locking technology was the Egyptian pin tumbler lock, dating back to around 2000 BCE, discovered in the ruins of the Khorsabad Palace near Nineveh. This lock was surprisingly sophisticated, made primarily of wood. It consisted of a bolt that slid into a staple on the doorframe. Pins of varying lengths dropped into corresponding holes in the bolt, securing it. The key, also made of wood or bronze, had pegs that matched the pins. When inserted and lifted, the pegs would raise the pins, allowing the bolt to slide open. This was a revolutionary concept. A unique matching key was required, not just brute force. It marked the dawn of true mechanical security. Chapter 3. Roman innovation. Metal, wards, and portability. Roman Empire. The Romans, renowned for their engineering prowess, took the Egyptian lock concept and advanced it significantly. Introduced metal locks, primarily made of iron or bronze, which offered greater durability and resistance to tampering than wood. The Roman innovation of the warded lock became prevalent. These locks contained a series of internal projections, wards that required the key to have corresponding notches or cuts, preventing a plain rod from opening the lock. While less secure than pin tumblers, as they could be picked with a master key or skeleton key, warded locks were simpler to manufacture and crucially led to the development of smaller, more portable keys. This allowed Romans to carry their personal keys for strongboxes or chests, symbolizing newfound personal security and privacy. Chapter 4. Medieval challenges and expanding complexity. Medieval to early modern eras. During the medieval period, locks became larger, heavier, and more visibly robust, often integrated into massive castle doors and chests. While the basic principles of warded locks largely persisted, their internal mechanisms grew more complex, with intricate ward arrangements designed to defeat simple picking. Blacksmiths became master lockmakers, incorporating multiple wards, false slots, and sometimes even spring-loaded mechanisms to make locks harder to bypass. The concept of a puzzle lock or trick lock also emerged. However, a truly fundamental breakthrough in security was slow to arrive. The challenge remained: how to create a lock that was genuinely difficult for anyone other than the rightful keyholder to open. Chapter 5. The Security Revolution. Pin tumblers return. Lever tumblers and modern locks. 18th century to present. The 18th and 19th centuries witnessed a golden age of lock invention, driven by the Industrial Revolution and the increasing value of private property. In 1778, Robert Barron invented the double-acting tumbler lock, a significant improvement that required the key to lift each tumbler to a specific height. Then, in 1784, Joseph Bramah patented his unpickable Bramah lock, a highly complex tubular lock that stood for decades as a pinnacle of security, famously unpicked for 67 years. But it was Linus Yale Sr. in 1840, and more famously his son Linus Yale Jr. in 1861, who perfected the modern pin tumbler lock, based on the ancient Egyptian principle but executed with precision machining and standardized flat keys. This design became the foundation for most common cylinder locks worldwide, offering high security and mass production. The 20th and 21st centuries have seen further evolution. Combination locks, time locks, electronic locks, biometric locks, and smart locks connected to the internet. Conclusion. From a simple wooden bolt in ancient Egypt to the high-tech smart locks of our digital age, the invention of the lock and key is a compelling story of human ingenuity driven by a fundamental need for security and privacy. It's a silent guardian, working one tumbler at a time, that has not only protected our valuables but also helped define our personal spaces and the very structure of civilization. What's the most unusual or high-tech lock you've ever encountered? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If this journey through the history of security fascinated you, be sure to like this video, subscribe to History and Inventions at History Inventions, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next intriguing deep dive.